I made some glass out of it. I need 12 to get the next upgrade. Marble seems to be the big thing keeping me back at the moment. Now that I have some glass and a little bit of Damascus. Once I upgrade this, I should be able to make platinum, though I don't know what it takes to make that. We'll need cotton cloth before that can happen. And to build that, we'll need marble. The willow we used in stuff like the, no, not the training grounds, the trapper's hut, 25 of it, and the shooting range. Some of the stuff I have might be used for some of these automation factories back here, but I'm not too worried about that. So I do want more willow, but marble is the major thing holding me back now. One of the notes I found said something about west of Matlock. I just need to remember where that is. It's down here. Okay. So maybe this is a mine. Notes are useful for getting information about where stuff is. In fact, the notes are kind of generic enough that you could procedurally generate a map and then have notes kind of direct you where you could go. The game isn't amazing enough to have a procedurally generated map, though. It really needs more care taken on the map. There's lots of little places that aren't even listed as a ruins or anything, like this one right here we just passed by. There is definitely someone taking care of the map, but the way the gameplay currently is, I think if it were procedurally generated on top of it, I think would have a lot harder of a time fighting its foothold in the player base. Where are you going, dude? Oh, he's chasing after them. Oh, he was. But then I was running and he probably would have spotted me anyways, because he was in alert mode. Okay, well, I think he ran too far, and now he's returning back to his spot. But I have no idea how he spotted them from that far away. Whatever, game. Had a little trouble telling where it was once he fell down. He wasn't even worth my metal arrows. I've got 2 wooden arrows left. I picked up a stack of 4 somewhere and while I was going around, looking through barrels and crates along the map, trying to find Willow. Man, high level area, but it is marble. I have the high ground. I don't think there's much they can do about me.
Yeah! Fire at will!
There, I'm not sure which does more damage, my execution or a shot to the back of the head. Apparently a shot to the back of the head.
Someone there?
Did he seriously hear me?
Show yourself.
Or does he just have really good peripheral vision? Here, let's try the execution. So the previous guy the first guy probably died because it was a critical hit. That was also a critical hit. It's the exclamation mark. And I don't assume that the critical chance is greater with the sword, because the execution doesn't take sword durability. So even if it looks like he's using a sword, I think it's just an execution item or gimmick. Dude, so lame. So that's what you get for being lame. The mine exits out over here. All right. Let's see if one run of marble is enough to get everything I need. I got enough space. And we should make sure I'm using the correct pickaxe. It would help if I could hit it. Assuming that I entered with a full pickaxe, I struck over 200, about 200 times to get, let's see here, is that all the marble? Yeah, 100, 200, 287 marble. Let's bring this back home. I will hopefully never need to mine marble again. That's quite a bit, but we'll see if it's used for anything else. Generally, I just need metals, not stone. My victory jog over to the storage bay. sort that later when I'm not recording it. I need cotton cloth. That's right. To do that, I have enough resources to make the level 3 weaving mill. I'm still working on completely upgrading my level 2 suit of armor, which has speed bonuses. But that being said, I probably won't have the resources necessary to build the level 3 armor yet. I'm so worried about the kitchen. I need platinum. Before I can even make cotton cloth, I need to find cotton. So that is a different problem right there. I need some more willow for that one. Platinum, that's gonna wait till the cotton cloth. I can probably make the bear leather now, actually.
Is there anything you need?
Assuming it's salt, but it might not be. Okay, to make the bear leather, we'll need 1 salt each. The 3 bear leather we'll need, but we still need plenty of other resources. But at least this is taken care of. I'm just skimming this. I can actually build something here. More leather, flax cloth. I see the 5. That's how I know I can actually build something. Nothing that I can build as a full set, however, and that's fine. I'm gonna have to analyze these and see how much better they might be than my current gear. Currently still working on it. To make this, I would need willow bark. Wow. I don't even have willow, much less willow bark. I'm assuming it's a rare drop, like pine resin and pine. Maybe not. Okay. Well, we have probably all the marble I will need for some time. I just need to find some willow. And we're currently venturing down here because this looks like maybe, if I had to guess, something's wetter. This is maybe wetter. Looking at willow itself also says the Midlands. This is probably the Midlands, assuming this is Sherwood Forest, this entire region. This is Barnsdale, and this is Peak District. This must be Midland. Let's see, a quest. Yeah, that looks like Midland right there. Okay. Let's haul on down there. The town might give me a notice board. This looks really wet. Okay, let's try going there. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. It's just a trap one. Is it exact same order as it was last time? No, it's slightly different. I have to press the button, the steps in order, it looks like. Mandrake root. Legends say is used by alchemists to make magic potions. Oh man, you're gonna require me to. How far back do I have to go? Thank you. All right, there's at least this. No. These kind of so-called puzzles suck so much. There's no solving it other than dead-ending yourself on purpose. Solution is the crosshair looking one. Or number 3, right? Yeah, 3. Lags quite a bit, probably because it's trying to. This ruins is large enough to encompass different loading zones. Realistically, that's just the one is plenty. I could solve the rest just by doing 36 combinations in the other direction with the other 2 dials. But let's actually solve this. Okay, I wasn't actually in that path, but thank you, game. A2 is the tic-tac-toe board. And the 1 is the crosshair. I wonder, could I make it if I ran for it? The 2 was the crosshair, and the 1 was the tic-tac-toe board. Did I have? All right, let me check real quick again. Three is the diamond. Three is a diamond. Okay. The 1 is the crosshairs, has the little bullseye and everything. Okay, so I must have swapped these 2. That's it. There we go. I had the right shapes, just didn't remember correctly which ones are which. Just making sure the one on top wasn't its own container to search. Okay, well, that was quite the puzzle. That's a very sharp sound. I'll soften it in editing, but geez, that was really abrupt. As I ran up to the trees, I realized I wasn't holding my axe, which is useful for me to figure out what trees I should be chopping. It's like I found it. The willow are the dead-looking ones. They look like that even in the north. Good job, Robin. And you guys seriously sound like monsters. I want at least 120 willow. I have 80 steel ingots, and I'll probably want about 80 willow to convert them to Damascus. And then I'll need another 40 for upgrading the shooting range and the trapper's hut. And even then I'll still probably need more later. I wasn't sure if that thing was about to attack me. Ruins, we weren't here yet. Real quick before we venture down there, I'm gonna go touch the save point. In case I get killed down there. I won't have to redo everything I've done since my last... since I warped here. I like to jump into the save point because I lag when it saves. I don't even have room for this treasure, but let's head down there anyways. It might stack with what I'm currently carrying. I hope it's not one of those poison ones. Oh, I think it is. Yes, I hate this puzzle. Alright, at least I see the stone blocks on top this time. You don't always see it. Alright, so the green, we'll say 4th. I never really feel confident on how I read that. But let's turn everything to the 4th from the bottom or top and see how that pans out for us. The way this works is each of these bars lifts a green door, but it doesn't lift them in order or anything like that. No, that would make too much sense. Alright, so it was not the 4th from that, so let's try 4th from the other end then. Okay, and then after the green door is a stone wall, all of them except for the correct passage. Now I have to find the correct one for the brown. So this gave me information, and that information is 4th from the long end. Okay. Yeah, there is no long end here. That's why I couldn't really tell for sure. So that's 4th from the long end. So this will be 2 from the long end, and wait. this one. Oh, that should be 3 from the long end. I can't. It's because it's inside the bracket. Okay, 3 from the long end and 2 from the long end. 3 from the long end and 2 from the long end. Okay, that should be all of the green ones at least. So we step back. We should be able to tell. The ones that have the stone topper are the correct pathways. It looks like that one over there, what I'm staring at right now, is one with the stone topper behind it. So yes, the green ones are correct. I just need to get the brown ones correct. Alright, so let's take a look. This brown one is here. We'll just rotate this once. And then flip this. Hey, the brown one's in the second position. Well, let's see what happens when we flip it again. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that's not normally that. It does not normally do that in that order. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Normally, it honestly is just all over the place. It could go from this one to this one to this one to this one. Like seriously, that's how they've been. I need to move the brown one more. Is that correct? Yeah, brown one more. You know, I'm happy to be proven wrong about this because it means I don't have to guess on all of them anymore, or at least for this one. There we go. And if you step inside, you'll get gassed and spiked until you solve the puzzle. Cleaned out that chest. Let's head on back. With all this willow. Wait, was that seriously all the willow I brought? I mean, 117 is a lot more than I used to have, but it's not enough for what I need. Well, we'll make the Damascus ingots in a bit then. That'll have to wait. We'll make the willow constructions now. Platinum. I can't get the platinum until I make cotton. Could upgrade the farm to make almonds. I don't know how much money I'll get from the almonds, but I'm not that worried about the money right now. We will definitely upgrade it once we get to that point. We need some more bricks. Tavern doesn't take an upgrade. Cotton cloth, so I need cotton at this point to move on. Yeah, some cotton. Alright, what is... Alright, if I upgrade this, I'll start getting spruce, and that'll help me make steel ingots, which will then translate into Damascus. So let's go ahead and grab all this pine and birch, which has just been sitting here. I'll figure out what to do with that on my own. Probably pawn it off for 180 gold, or however. It's not going to be much. It's kind of nice animation with the stuff falling into place. The filling in could use a little bit of work. Show like straw pieces falling in or something, but not as a skin. That's the way it looks. So I could go ahead and upgrade these if I get some more tar. At least it'll make more money. So I guess we could just do that. We definitely need more willow for the Damascus. Let me see if there's anything we can do in the blacksmith first. Alright. I would need diamond or platinum. I can make one of these other swords, and I'll have to calculate what's the best damage. Probably the platinum sword, because that has such a high critical modifier, but this has just high base damage. I'll have to run the numbers on those two. But I don't have the resources for either one anyways. Yeah, I don't have diamond for that. I don't want to waste my resources on this, because I don't know of a way to get more blacksmith items other than wandering the world. And let's see what kind of skill upgrades we can get. I only have 2 skill points, so weak. 130 meters, I don't need more range, I need more duration. Through walls. Okay, so I could track people too. I don't think I've ever tried that. Enhance animal visibility, don't care too much about that. Enhances enemy... That's not right. Enhances enemy visibility. Yeah, I guess they just copy and paste it, but they messed up on that. What do you mean by enhances enemy visibility? Like, they already show up pretty well. I can't even tell if the video is the exact same or not. I think it is. Because the dude doesn't look any different. Well, maybe he has got more of a mohawk in this one. Maybe, no, it's the same. I don't know. Alright, none of those... If it had stuff such as can do vision faster or vision last longer, I would probably go for it. But those can only be found in my skill tree. Get the solid bow or the Loxley bow. Probably the Loxley bow. Not only does it cost more, it's got the name Loxley. Let's see here, it's got more damage, a little less range. Yeah, I think that's the one we'll go with. Grit head arrows. I've definitely got a lot of grit. Let's probably go for the strong paralyzing arrows because I really like the paralysis stuff. So I don't know if I'll be able to make them. I'll make a lot of them right now. Okay, that's what we get from the new unlocks. Let's go ahead and cash the rest of the Willow in on Damascus steel for the time being. Like the game to tell me how many I actually have. It's fine. I should have enough storage space to have a second stack of Damascus. And then we'll need to go chop some more willow out there. Yeah, we made a lot of progress. Get some spruce going on. Well, I have not done the gambling thing or anything, and I haven't let the game run to consciously make money. So all the gold I have is just as a byproduct of playing this far. I could set it to go AFK or something, and I'm sure I'd be rolling in cash.
How's your day, sir?
Just selling 1 stack of hemp. It's gonna get me roughly 700 or 300 gold. Yeah. Ooh, that was close. They're charging at the NPCs that are in that camp. I don't think they can hurt them because they don't have health bars. Okay, so that's what happens when you leave the carriage driver alive. I mean, I'm not surprised. It was always my goal to shoot the carriage driver first. So what happens if I'm in front? Okay. Apparently those spikes actually hurt. Stuck on a log. Dude, stupid logs.
I think I saw something. Ring the alarm. It's fire at will.
I was trying to hit the spikes to kill the horse and carriage, but
Shoot him in the leg. Pin him down.
so what did I get from that? I got a scroll and stolen goods. Another thing to stack now.
Nothing.
Where am I? Okay, so I chased that. The carriage went like this. And then apparently I think it was going around like this when I cut across the stream and cut up to it. Okay, well. It would have been cooler if I hit the spikes, but it probably would. I don't think it would have actually reached the carriage driver. Still, it would have been cool to try. And the horse is invulnerable to damage as far as I can tell.
It's fire at will. Shoot him in the leg. Wait.
Ooh, double backstab. Nice. Come on. You even had a pick here, but there's nothing to actually mine. Alright, well. Let's clear that. And then how much? I've got 80, 135 Willow. I need a bit more. We got a lot better at combat. It's still jank though. Inventory's full. Let's head on back. This should be enough Willow to upgrade my farms to make almonds. Not that I really care about the almonds. The farms themselves make tons of money. Already prepared the tar. Just need to prepare the workers. Need 6 workers. So we're going to upgrade them both. Must have miscounted something. That was 3 each. Farms are maxed. Flour mill's maxed. Quarry needs regular bricks and platinum. Still need Yeah, the platinum's eluding me right now. Just get my hands on that. To do that, I need to upgrade the alchemy lab, which requires cotton cloth. Okay, let's here. Weaving. Plants, cotton, Midlands. Location homesteads. Okay. Upgrade this. I've got plenty of spare Damascus steel ingots. And we now make burdock. Don't know what's good for yet. 85 Damascus and 42 glass. Let's go ahead and start constructing some things. That still needs platinum. Need mortar for that. I can go buy some of that real quick. We can upgrade the alchemy lab.
Hello.
Dunk it in here, since they won't take it from me if I'm holding on to it. Got the kitchen and the alchemy lab. Medieval manufactory. Construct all the buildings in the workshop category. Or more like construct and upgrade all the buildings in every category. You just need to max out the training grounds and the quarry. We'll need platinum for both. Let's see what we need for platinum at this point. Meteorite. Well, that's gotta be difficult to find. Here, info. Peak District. I gotta find it somewhere in the Peak District. Also, while we're here, I'm not sure where will you find obsidian. Oh, it's just a loot reward. So I have to find. Okay. Well, that makes things a little more difficult. You can't buy it, huh? Let's go and take a look at the new kitchen. These all have, or most of them have 88%, but the bore is heavier by 0.1. That being said, when you get 20 of them, that would weigh a little bit more. So we'll probably focus more on eel pie or skewered dough, depending on what resources we have. And at this point, do I have the resource to make the Locksley bow? Well, I don't know yet, because the game has not told me till I spend the skill point. So let me real quick run to the checkpoint, and then we'll get the skill point. You get 40. I don't know how many. We'll do. I feel like we should really just go for the Damascus steel arrows. Or at least let's see what it costs us. Okay, the Damascus steel arrow costs us 5 willow and 1 steel ingot to get 40 arrows. That's not too bad. I have plenty. I have 85 of this. Well, I spent some of it just a bit ago. As for this, we would need a topaz. I don't know if I have topaz in storage, but we could try to build the Locksley bow here. 15 willow, 1 solid bowstring, 5 bamboo. I might need to buy some bamboo. Let's see, we have a topaz in storage. I do not. I spent it all. So this is all organized in the same order as your info sheet when you're in building. I'd have no topaz. That was a waste of, what, 3 skill points? What's the other thing we got? Damascus steel arrow, 5 willow, 1 ingot. I can afford that. All right, so I will, for the time being, load, and we'll get the steel arrow. But yes, for the time being, I think we'll go and load and just hold off on it until we find a topaz. The door over there is locked. We'll have to search Roche Abbey and we'll find a way into that cave. Don't know if there's anywhere I can shoot from here without being seen. What are you swinging at, Robin?
Help!
We'll case this joint first before we dive on in. It's my normal methodology. But many times it just turns out that that is the only entrance. We also have some iron head arrows we're going to go ahead and use up. Scouting has already rewarded me for it. Sounds like Tim Allen. Oh. Yeah, I figured it would be locked.
Help us, please!
Okay, I was a little surprised there's absolutely nothing in that direction. Tried to pick up that plant on the way past. Sometimes it doesn't work. Quest Retaking Roche Abbey started. This is not a help the camera angle. Thanks, game. Must have been the wind. What's the point of this? Doesn't look like it leads anywhere. Nor does it look like you can interact with these gates. That's the earliest you could sprint. I don't like wading through the water any more than you'd like seeing it.
Cogs can run around headless. How about monks?
How about you? I didn't know if he was eventually ever going to attack the guy.
Back to torment us, devil! Away! We've naught for you, not the heel of a moldy loaf.
Peace be with you, Friar. I am Robin Hood, and I'm not after your bread. I'm here to help.
I'm Father Bernard, prior of this order. Welcome to our home, Robin.
It appears to be slightly less yours right now.
I'm praying for this situation to change. They've been keeping us locked in our chambers for a long time. Some brothers are being abused by those bastards. Lord, forgive my words, but I can't think of any better ones for all your grace.
There seems to be quite a few of the bastards, as you put it. Luckily, it's nothing I can't handle.
I beg of you, on all that's holy, let us out of our rooms. Clifton Bone, the leader of the bandits, has the key. He's inside the Grand Chamber right now, looking for gold and treasures of some sort. Supposedly locked himself in there. But praise be, I do have a spare key for that door. I needn't tell you what you should do with that.
You can rely on me. Certainly more than on the sheriff. I'll take care of this, and then release you.
Hello? Whoever's there, you won't evade punishment. We're poor but fierce.
Easy, Friar. I'm here to help you.
Oh, bless you. Voice from the door. I must get out. I must get out now.
Are you injured?
No, my plants need tending.
I'm afraid they'll have to wait a little longer.
My vision doesn't charge at all while dialogue is happening, but the game is not paused because I can see people walking around during the whole dialogue.
Help me. Help! Help us, please. Help me. Please help.
Oh, I was expecting arrow drop on that one.
Please help. Help us, please. Help me.
Let's see here. Let's make sure I'm healed up because this is probably one of those other dialogue add-ons like the silver mines were. While we're at it, let's munch on some food to get our damage modifier.
There's nothing in here. Wooden cups and crosses. A few silver pieces and sodding vegetables.
Do you know you assaulted an ascetic order?
What? Who the bloody hell are you?
I'm not personally familiar with asceticism. Same goes for vows of poverty taken by these friars. Do you know what poverty means?
You're about to learn what a knife through your heart means.
No, I don't think I'm about to learn that. Listen, let's talk. Thief to thief. Your casing game is mighty underwhelming, good sir.
Where are my men? Lads, get in here.
Won't be too many of them coming. I saw to that.
I'll kill you, whoever you are. Or throw you in a cell with those monks.
Again, neither of these things are going to happen. And I'll set the monks free shortly.
You dog! They cheated me. I got a letter saying there's gold here.
That will be your final mistake.
Who the devil are you?
They call me Robin Hood, and the devil sends his regards. You're about to meet him.
Clifton. I was approached by a gentleman in a hood with animal ears. Strange type. He smelled of sulfur more than our bogs. He's got some devilishly clever plan that frankly I don't give a crap about as long as the money comes through. Now read carefully, letter by letter. He paid a lot and wanted our men to occupy the grounds of a certain monastery. Don't be any of the king's men or the sheriff's lackeys around Roche Abbey for the foreseeable future. You'll be able to play with your charges. As always, half goes back to me. If you don't make money again, you'll end up in the pot. You've been grazing as a leader for a long time. Do we have an understanding? You don't want to be one of those children who let their father down. Adam Cotterill. This hammer is perfectly balanced. Number 2 is a tic-tac-toe board. Whatever. Okay, if I find a puzzle related to it. I saw there were rings through with my hunter vision. The green dot in the distance over this direction as it lags and saves. Number 1 is bullseye. So 1 bullseye, 2 tic-tac-toe. There it is. That's the door I came in through. Check that right real quick. So that's the boss door. This is the room we entered from. Poverty, no loot.
Here comes the savior of the humble Cistercians. Thanks be to the Lord. Thanks be to Robin.
Savior's a tad of a big word for me. I did what I should have. I'm just glad I could help.
We too are glad. Your name will be praised in this monastery, and word of your deed will spread. You were the only one to rush to our aid.
Maybe one, but I'm not alone. There are more such as myself.
We shall pray in their intention.
Tell me, are you all right? How did this ordeal come to be?
Apart from my age, not much bothers me. The others weren't as fortunate. The Lord called them to his home.
That's good to hear. And the bandits?
I know not why they raided the monastery. Everyone knows Cistercians live modestly, and that they are under the protection of the king, and thus the sheriff.
The sheriff seems to have allowed this one.
I'm afraid you're correct. I do not know why, however.
What do you do here?
We tend to the fields. We accept to our midst any who wish to find refuge in the coven, and offer fair life for fair service to the Lord. We help the ailing. We never turn down the needy. We can't possibly get under anyone's skin.
I see.
This is the monastery, and the world is outside. We share in what we accomplish, and ask nothing in return. Forgive me, Robin. I just don't understand how we deserve all this. Scarcely a while ago did some men-at-arms check up on us, but then, all at once, we're alone. Nobody but the bandits coming over the hills one day.
That's all behind you. You can start rebuilding, since you're under no threat right now. You treat people with herbs, too, if I understand correctly.
Yes, we specialize in that.
There's a clue.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Speak to Brother Leopold. He'll be happy to sell you some of our herbs that can aid you in your travels. There is one more matter.
I'm listening.
Underneath the monastery, and this goes for nearly the entire city too, there are vast sewers and labyrinths. I worry that robbers may gain access through those as well. Besides, there could be some interesting relics from the past down there. I am not sure exactly. None of us has ever gone down there.
What would you like me to do about it?
Whatever you consider appropriate. I only meant to grant you the key that opens the way into these tunnels. Be well and take care of yourself, Robin, savior of Cistercians.
Be well, Father Bernard. I'll visit you again.
We have a full inventory, so I need to take care of that. Let's munch on some things. You got a book, plus 2 skill points. I like that. Well, there was that door I mentioned earlier. It'd be not this way. Wait, it was that way. Well, at least this was the way we came in. It doesn't have to be the way we leave. Assuming Robin can actually climb out this way? I don't think he can. Alright, we gotta take the door like a regular person. Yeah, he did mention that someone could sell. Oh, they've made a whole town happen around here. Let's see what they've got. You have wire, boar meat, bear hide, $200.
Robin, so good to see you in good health.
You too, Father. How fares the monastery?
We are hard-working, and the Lord watches over us. Better days are upon us.
That's great to hear. I'll have a look around.
There's gambling here? Why would there be gambling in the impoverished one? What?
Greetings. How about a game of dice?
No.
Okay, this guy sells... Alright, just a bunch of meat. I think that icon means tavern above him. This is a normal trader, similar to the stuff we have at base. Ooh, what was wrong with your neck there? Okay, so we found the baker, the trader, and the tavern and the trader, as well as the hunter and herbalist. This is the dude that sold 200 bear hide. I think the tunnel is over here. Or at least that was where a locked door was. Oh, I was trying to just grab the plant. It's like 11 coins or something. So I hope they'll like run. I'm not gonna run back for that. Okay, just pick it up if it's right there. See if this key goes here. we'll deal with the puzzle first. Okay, one was bullseye. It's actually this one. 2 was tic-tac-toe. And then 3 we never found, so we'll just rotate this till we solve it. I mean, I have no need of this gold, but I mean, just in case it matters, we'll go and mine it. For example, maybe the gold is significant in that it never respawns, which is probably not the case. But if it never respawns, that means I should go and claim it as a collectible in a way. Got everything there. Now let's check the catacomb section. I really don't. I think we'll be okay not mining all that gold. If it's this much, it must be a replenishable area. Just weird that it's behind a locked door. I need to return to base and offload some stuff then. Sherwood Forest, Conisbrough.
To forget that only God has no sovereign above, or disregarding your Lord's summons, or neglecting your feudal duty, taking to the forest for 3 days in evasion of the law, and to discourage others from such a witless recklessness, I sentence you to death by hanging. By my discretion, a death too quick and painless. But know your Lord's mercy, dog.
Weird. It's the enemy! There's someone there!
I'll see my little daughter yet. I'll be back with my wife. Thank you, stranger. 1,000 thanks.
Let's not remain strangers. Call me Robin. Can you make it home?
Bennett! And I can. Half a day's road from here is my farm. The family's worried. I'm sure of that.
How long have you been away?
Must have been 4 nights. Took another half day to reach Lord Hall's for my field chores.
And how late were you for those?
I took half a day more. I had to hide from wolves.
Some law.
You're telling me? First hiding from wolves, then from soldiers.
Didn't they care? Your liege lord failed to uphold the peace.
The hell they did. I complained first. I did. But when I saw they would just lock me up for it, I ran.
And did they look for you for long?
I can hide out in the land for 3 days. Didn't go back home cause they probably looked there. I just hope Bet and Ennis are safe. I never forgive that.
I'm sure everything's all right. Go back to them. They're waiting, all worried.
That's for sure. Here, take this. Little gift. I found it in a forest cave. I won't make no use of it.
Not an everyday find. Thank you, Bennett.
the lightning. I'm sure the game didn't account for it, but thunder sounded as soon as I landed. That would be the time when you are supposed to make loud sounds like a, say, sniper fire, and according to movies. Pretty sure when I land, he'll hear me. Now, there's supposed to be a technique where you're... hold on. Let's see here. There's running slash... Maybe I just don't have it? They're supposed to... In Robin's house, it mentions that you can jump and left click at an enemy and it will do a leaping attack at him, and it shows a video of him just jumping from a cliff. I don't see anything similar to it. Strong lock. Okay. Stolen goods. You can surprise your enemies and attack them from behind or from above. These attacks can instantly kill their enemy if their level isn't higher than Robin. But I want to know how to do the aerial attack. I've never actually done it. Okay, I was mashing left click and alt at the same time. I'm pretty sure it was the alt key that did it. $230. These repair full 350. So I can wait till it breaks. Or very nearly to it, because you don't want to use it in battle. Yeah, that was my first ever leap attack. He's not gonna kill him. Let's dump some stuff in this crate over here. Man, I hope something's up here. No, nothing. It's just so I can sneak around. That should be all of them. Alright, where's the other side of this? Wasn't in here. There's another basement somewhere here. Weird. So I haven't. I wouldn't say I completely cleared this place out because there's this treasure right there as well. And there's the other side of the gate. Just don't know where that other side would be. Okay. Maybe I have to come here during a quest mission, quest line or something, and the guy will pick up a ladder and put it there. Maybe. Okay. Well, we'll hold off worrying about this place then. I just need to take all my loot and get home. Sherwood Forest, the Grey Warehouse. Must have been the wind.
Someone's here!
Warehouse is done.
We are under attack!
Lobo, I've heard tell that monks will be headed down the road. And not just anyone. They said they carry a valuable coffer. Be on your guard. I had to toss a lot of coin to make one prior. Forget his vows and sign the swear bone. They're all the same, as you were. In Sherwood Forest, below Roche Abbey, is an unmarked quest right here. Event. Wrong fairy tale started. I mean, realistically, you could just call it quest. I don't know why they call it an event. This is literally the era where you would say the quests, such as Excalibur and such. Hey, thanks for the picnic stuff. Brogan.
Bastards. Everyone's tough in a group. Oh, if I at least had a stick.
But you didn't. Would that be wise?
Well, no. I just wanted to wander around the forest with Innes. like in the story.
What story?
It was about two lovers, absolutely mad for each other. They lived in the forest and not even the king could do anything to them.
It's got a nice start to it. The heroes are believable.
There was also a magic dog there, lepers, and something else. But I dozed off while the bard was telling it.
Now you really mixed something up. Did they have swords?
Yes, they even kept one in their bed.
Curious. I need to ask Marion if she'd ever heard of anything like that.
Pardon?
Just thinking out loud. Besides sleeping with a sword, I'm sure they walk around with some too.
Oh, they did. There were fights, there were. The bard said so.
Better remember that sort of detail next time you plan to walk safely around a forest, boy.
I'm no boy. I'm Theo, and I'll be ready next time. I'll make a hawthorn staff and none shall pass.
Very well. Theo, just mind yourself. And mind the people you drag along even more.
Loch Greytooth and his torture chamber. This place is a gruesome reflection of the sheriff's mind. Hardly a wonder that they both found common ground. By making a deal with Loch, the sheriff proves he won't stand down, no matter what.
I will, I promise, and thank you. I have a special something here I wanted to try out with Innes at the clearing, but there probably won't be a mood for it soon.
Oh, Theo. Theo, maybe it's for the best that you're going back home. You're being a little too adventurous.
It's just for fun.
If you ever notice that you're not cut out for work in the field or feel like the blood's boiling in you, find Robin Hood's merry men. Then tell them about our meeting.
What then?
Maybe we'll see each other then. Just get the dumb ideas out of your head.
But that makes you...
Go back to your village, Theo. And remember what I told you about dumb ideas.
I heard you walking all the way from that turn.
I wasn't hiding.
You should always hide a little. What kind of king of outlaws are you?
The kind that obviously positioned his men well, till we met again.
Wait, they're having a picnic next to his dead body? These guys take hits better than my character does, because my character would have died by now.
Had only Theo told me there'd be a scuffle, then I would have brought along a rod.
Wise. And yet he said something that made you leave it behind?
Innes, dearest, worry not. We'll sit under the hawthorn, we'll rest, and I'll tell you a story. They're exaggerating those outlaws. Just scaring us to make us sit in our houses.
So, he was spinning tales.
Not particularly. That's just how he is. He even wrote a letter about how he'd heard a legend from a bard and how he wants to tell it to me.
And did he manage to...
Luckily, not entirely.
That bad?
No, it's not that. When he remembered the next part, I heard someone sneaking up on us.
They didn't take you by surprise, else you'd be lying there lifeless.
I know, the forest is no place for distracted daydreaming.
You're right. As for the daydreaming, what was this story about?
One about two lovers, absolutely mad for each other. They lived in the forest, and not even the king could do anything to them.
It's got a nice start to it. The heroes are believable.
There was also a magic dog there, love potions, and saving damsels in distress. I don't know what came next, because poor Theo got all confused in the plot.
Now it sounds a little like a tale for tired lords and ladies.
This even takes place at some court. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He's a wonderful teller, but I don't see myself in this story.
I think you'd find common ground with Marion.
Pardon?
Nothing, I was just thinking out loud. Do you know how to get home safely?
When no one's talking my ear off at any time of day.
Something tells me those aren't empty words. Take your dreamer to safety.
There's just one silly thing. Theo dropped this little bag off on me. I know well what it is.
Oh, young ones. I think I do too.
Yes, I do. It's just that no one really needs things like these now. Besides, there are better plants you can learn about, like ones that can treat a viper's bite.
You know about this too?
The world is curious and the village small.
If it ever gets too small, seek out Robin Hood's merry men. Tell them about our meeting.
Why would I do that?
I don't have to tell you. You know very well.
You're...
Return to your people. If you find yourself there, you won't have a problem doing the same thing around us.
It's you! I've told people about our encounter.
And what do they say?
They say I'm lucky you didn't tan my hide.
And what do you think?
That you only look so dangerous.
Well, that's one half of a success. Remember not to do anything foolish.
Sherwood Forest, east of Maltby, and north of Roche Abbey.
What was that?
Sometimes I creep in closer to see if they have any dialogue.
I think I saw something!
I was trying to do a heavy attack on him while he was on the ground, but my character just swings past him instead. You're just chilling? Okay. Let's check for loot real fast. Use 2 lockpicks to get 1. Well, I did also get a Nightshade Bomb out of it, but I don't really have an immediate need of those since I don't know the skill to make poison arrows. Like I know how to personally as a player. I mean, not like real life. It's about like what items you need. It's just I have not spent the in-game skill points on it because I'm spending that on all these other abilities. All right, I think that's everything. What you got for me?
Many thanks, Hooded One.
Don't mention it. But next time, you'll have to be more mindful of your head.
Keep this gold. You'll have more use for it.
Keep this gold for yourself.
Good luck on the road, stranger.
Golden Death completed successfully. In Sherwood Forest, we're entering Conisbrough town.
Stranger, if you're here either to trade or talk, you couldn't have picked a worse time.
I'm Robin. I don't know much about trading, nor do I get involved in gossip.
Call me Heloise. So what brings you here?
The will to help and everything I see around me. Pray, tell, what happened to the farm of Heloise?
Of Heloise and Emma in that case. She lives here too. As for our fields, fences, and buildings, they're regularly brought down by a plague known as the Royal Hunt Party.
Right, and when they give chase, they don't watch what they trample.
And it's like that time and again. We haven't the strength for it anymore, Robin. I'll rebuild the house, the fences, all the other buildings, but the day lasts only so long. The night wouldn't be enough for all the repairs either.
Did you audience the court for compensation?
You joking? It was the first I did, and you know how that works, unless you were born yesterday.
You're right, sorry. Maybe there's some way I can help.
Actually, there is something that needs doing.
Help with tidying up.
Good one. I'll put up the fence and the reinforcements myself. That's not the problem.
Then what is?
The materials. Wood with mortar that might resist getting trampled by horses needs to be of higher quality. I can't afford any of those just like that.
I understand.
If I go to the forest and they catch me there, you know how that'll end.
I know. It's good that you ran into me. I think I'll be able to help you.
Do you realize you're risking a lot? I expected the villagers to help, like proper neighbors, but I expected too much.
People are afraid. I've learned how not to be. I see the same goes for you. So you can count on me.
I need solid stones and hard wood, so that they smash their stupid faces on the ground next time they jump around.
Consider me in favor of the idea. I'll be back with the materials, Alois.
30 birch and 10 mortar. Oh, mortar's expensive. Alright. I don't know of any other way to really get it besides buying it. I think we can just warp town. I mean, it's only a little less tedious since I happen to be able to procure the resources on hand rather than have to search for it.
Do you have everything, Robin?
I think that's it, yes. It should be enough by your estimates.
Show them to me, Robin. Yes, this is wonderful. More than plenty, with spares for some fixes.
I'm very glad. Hopefully you won't suffer any more troubles.
We'll manage from here. Thank you, Robin. This was a solid deal of work.
It was a pleasure. A little exercise around the forest and a workout for the muscles.
Ha, all right, if you say so. Nonetheless, you can count on our hospitality whenever you're close by.
Thank you. And you can count on the help of the merry men.
Oh, is it actually going to change the appearance? That's nice. I like that. Yeah, the place looks a lot less like crap now.
Welcome, Robin. What brings you to our home?
Alois, good tidings. I was just passing by and wondering how you're doing.
Much better now that no one intrudes on the farm.
Good to hear. Farewell. Good tidings, my lady. They call me Robin. And you?
Emma. But without meaning offense, Robin, I have no time for conversation.
I can see. What sort of cataclysm came through here?
The worst you can think of. A group of drunken nobles hunting for a wild animal.
I understand. Indeed. I can't think of worse.
Yes, Heloise mentioned how you helped with gathering the materials.
Can I somehow help?
Speak to Heloise. She should be somewhere close to the house.
I'll do that.
We did complete the quest, but we never spoke to her. She also has lines after we spoken to her once.
I see you've managed to sort out the damage.
Yes. Well, the repairs are taking time and coin. This is starting to overwhelm us.
I guess they just accidentally swapped these lines then.
Nothing to it. Everything here seems rather solid.
We weren't slacking.
Clearly. I hope no one disturbs you from now on.
I have a feeling we're in for some calmer times.
Can you tell me how the two of you met?
Why not? It's a rather amusing story. One time at the market, I was selling eggs from my father's farm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was standing there, fiercely bored, the day sweltering hot. I was plainly worried those eggs would get boiled. I didn't notice when, but someone sneaked up on me from behind. It was Heloise, and she was holding an egg.
Yours?
Huh, exactly. That's what she asked with a mischievous grin. Hello, is this egg yours?
And what did you say?
Not much. I burst out laughing. It was dumb but funny, because it wasn't an ordinary egg.
How so?
Don't tell anyone. But Heloise made off with a few pieces of saffron from the court and boiled the egg in them. It was as golden as some fairy tale treasure, Robin.
Sounds precious. Maybe I'll think of something similar for my Marion.
Do it. I laugh to this day when I think about it. Anyway, the egg was beautiful, the conversation pleasant, and it somehow went from word to word, meeting to meeting, that I discovered no better person than her to share my days with.
That's lovely, Emma. I hope no hunts ever disrupt your life together here again.
Alright, while we're in Conisbrough, there is also a secret. Now, I'll put this all after the Heloise mission. There's this temple or church here, and you can see that there's a giant gate that you can interact with. I had previously ignored this building because since the doors were closed, I just assumed I couldn't get inside. You can actually go inside, but there's not much you can do right away. You might notice that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notches on the dial, or whatever you want to call it, above the brick. A brick we can interact with. What we need to do is go around town and find all the 1 through 6 dials and hit them in order. The first one is going to be in the southern part of town. If the church is in the northern part, to give you perspective. We can see here the tavern, there's one right there. This is a 2. We need a 1. A little bit west of here. Should be on the backside of a shop. I think this is it right here. Oh, that's the 3. We're looking right there. That's the one I'm looking for. Okay. Here's 1. Then on the map, we're looking for the tavern. Mark that. Kind of a triangle. We'll be back this direction for the 3. Head back for the 3. And we need to return to church for 4. I believe it's on the eastern side of the church. Here's 4. Six is inside. That means 5 is outside. If I hit everything correctly, this will open. The only thing inside is this golden ring. So we're looking for a coffin. It's on the other side then. And if we want to take a look at the item itself, some place nearby may be missing one like it. Inside is a golden chalice and a diamond. Alright, now I'll return you back to the regularly scheduled program. Back in town, we have the skill points necessary to get the Locksley bow, and during our travels we have picked up 1 topaz. We had whatever topaz we had earlier was already spent into building this village. We have the choice between the solid bow, which has 40-49 damage and 6,800 shot range, versus the slightly less shot range but more damage, 46 to 55. But for a total of, if you add the minimum and maximum together, that is 101 damage points. Whereas this one is, if you add those total together, it's 89 damage points. That's not how damage works, it's just trying to figure out a good what is overall better damage, such as a 1 to 8 versus a 2 to 9, 5 to 8, something like that. I mean, it's evident now, but it's not always that clear. So we're going to go ahead and get the Locksley bow with 3 of our skill points. And I'm thinking maybe the grit arrow, because we have a lot of grit. but Damascus is obviously the best basic arrow. Many of these other arrows that I would like to use a lot of, only max stack of 20. Even if each arrow can kill a single dude, assuming that I paralyze him and then I stab him in the back, this will be 20 deaths right here. If I have a full stack of 200, which is what these basic arrows do, you see here at the bottom right, it's about 40 to 200. We'll say 10 arrows might kill a dude, that's also 20 dudes. But at the very least, we can also hit other things, such as pots or levers, or in many cases, puzzle switches, which are randomized, and they suck. I'm thinking maybe we'll get the Damascus arrow. I don't like spending skill points on this kind of stuff, but we could try it. Let's see if this is something affordable. How about that? The Damascus, you're gonna be put here. Okay, that's fine. So it takes 5 willow and 1 Damascus steel ingot. That's actually not too bad. And we'll spin these as well. As for the Locksley bow, we have 15 willow, 1 solid bowstring, 5 bamboo, and topaz 1. Okay, I'm probably gonna need to buy the bamboo. I knew it would take the topaz, but I kind of wanted to show you an update on what our storage bay is like, assuming I can get into the town. It is over here. Here it is. I'm not used to entering the trapper's hut from the stable master's direction. Okay, so we needed willow. I don't remember how much, so we'll take 20. It's probably like 15 willow. We needed a sturdy bowstring, solid bowstring, and a topaz. We also need 5 bamboo. We'll take all but 1. Again, like we did with the mortar in the previous quest, we leave 1 behind so that it can stack. Because these are all in the order of inventory for when you hit the I button when you're at the building table over there. Makes it easy for me to figure out what I have. I need to buy some more bamboo.
Is there anything
we
you
have
need?
3 right now. Let's go and buy 2 more. And we're gonna need some Damascus steel as well if we wanted to make those arrows. I do need, well, I mean, I guess I don't have to spin them right now. Why don't we get a full stack of Damascus going on? So it's 40 each, so we'll need 5. And just in case it takes more willow for that. Right, let's make ourselves the Locksley bow. Again, don't know why this exists, because if I try to exit the menu, I mean, sure, maybe it's to keep you from building a bow on the fly. One of the reasons why we're getting the bow now is I can now spin this blue repair tool on this to max it out. Bam. So this way I can put it kind of in my little museum in case I ever, for whatever reason, need to go back to a blue bow, which I probably will never do. All right, that is it in its basic form. I've also brought with me the high quality upgrade parts and the level 2 ones, because level 1 ones might be used to make Hugolin's chest, which increases the cap by 4. The 3s are the most cost efficient stack wise, so if I want to free up some room, we'll just use the 2s. All right, and then we'll make, wait, why do I, oh, this is steel ingot. Here's the Damascus. Try that again. Oh, we need a little bit more willow. There we go. We can stack that. Apparently wait, it is 5. Okay, we now have a full stack of Damascus arrows. I shudder to think what kind of damage we might do with this thing. Put that on level 2, and we'll stack the iron head arrows at home for now and try to spin the rest of the copper head. So this is I have what I assume is the most powerful bow I can craft. Perhaps later there's another recipe or something. That one's full of resources. Let's just stick this in there and this in there for now, and go on our next adventure. Now, if we take a look at the overall map, we are still embarking on the Conisbrough Quests. We still have lots of other quests in this region, and then after that we'll take this region on, and then after that we'll take this region on, and then we will do the main quests. Alright, now we are in Conisbrough. We'll go and tag all 3 people and see what their quests are.
This may be a strange question, but wouldn't you agree, Sage, salmon in dill sauce is paradise to the palate?
Certainly. You're describing a royal feast.
Precisely. Even though kings turn their noses up at salmon, they're all about the lampreys. As far as I'm concerned, those are akin to worms. But with the right seasoning, you can enrich their flavor too.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had that. I favor simple food.
Yes, the key to flavor lies in simple, fresh ingredients.
Do you cook?
Not too much. I do more hunting.
You're missing out. It's more of an art than a skill, though quite the skill nonetheless.
Where I come from, the cooking is done by a bearded hulk and an outcast monk.
Sounds like the foundation of a well-rounded culinary team.
There haven't been complaints. One's too frightening, the other's too eager to serve everything with wine.
Both effective ways of stifling criticism. Besides, since we're talking about drinks, wine-soaked fig dumplings, dear boy, if you tried some, you'd even forget your name. Speaking of which, what do they call you?
They call me Robin. Robin Hood.
I've heard of you. My taste is good, but my hearing's none the worse. By any chance, you wouldn't want to help Poppy? A simple cook, an enthusiast of great flavors.
You have me intrigued, my good man. Tell me more.
You see, Robin, a peasant's diet has its upsides. Green cheese, pork pie, the salmon we mentioned. It's all tasty.
I feel a big butt coming on.
Indeed. And it's salt in my wounds. Ah, because it's a question of condiments.
What about them?
They're missing nutmeg, ginger, sugar, grains of paradise, cardamom, long pepper, not to mention saffron. It got me daydreaming. They're not there. For such as you or I, they're just not there. Nutmeg is worth its weight in gold, and I haven't seen gold since the last war.
Sounds like an issue. How does one such as yourself deal with it?
I have my ways. Herbs can be life changers in many ways, but I long for those scrumptious aromatic recipes.
I don't know how I could help you, Bobby.
But I do. For you see, not that far from here there is a warehouse.
Royal?
Almost. Belonging to those bastards, the De Greys.
Good.
Inside it there should be spices confiscated from the property of one lord whose land was seized by the De Greys. Those favor other tastes. So the spices must be hidden away in the warehouse to gather other valuables.
Say no more. I know what you want me to do. But what are you going to do with those spices?
I dream of throwing a feast for the village. One that serves it all. Cock and trace with a golden skin. Subtlety shaped like my nan's house. Almond rice, stewed beef, tart deep rye. All of this for everyone to partake in. All of it so that they eat till they cannot move.
Just like that?
Just like that? Food is never just like that. You open your mouth, stuff your stomach, but nourish the heart. Especially if you cook from the heart. You'll see for yourself, Robin. Just deliver the condiments to me.
I'll do it. Just wait a while.
A barley bath often without honey. Cause who can afford honey? And sugar? Oh, I'd try some sugar. Preferably as sweet rolls. Or big cake. Oh yes. Baked in wine with cinnamon and ginger. King's maybe. I get to sit with my face in oatmeal.
Okay.
Well, do you have it?
Not yet. I don't.
That's not me flickering the light, it's just part of the light.
They can't even handle one simple transport.
Damn it all to hell. A pox on the bastard that keeps me from my work.
I'm not keeping you from anything. Why all the shouting?
I don't mean you, boy. Blast it. I mean those nitwits.
Is that right? Would that be the De Grey's men, then?
If only. Put them all in one bag and throw them in a river, I say.
They tend to get under your skin. What have they done?
Told me I can't go into the forest. The Horsens. Can't hunt or get pelts. How am I supposed to make shoes without it?
Are you a shoemaker?
Randall. Shoemaker. Leather worker. Artisan. I can make good shoes even with linden bark.
And when you're not all bark?
Then my options run out. Soon I won't have anything left to sell. It just keeps getting worse.
Do you need leather?
All amounts in any quality. My good man.
Your good man's name is Robin Hood. Don't worry. I'll sort something out.
You're just who I was bloody hoping you are. The sort we need around here.
You always ought to support your local craftspeople, I always say.
Bring me the leather, and maybe I'll be able to sell you something interesting.
I'll return soon.
Needs 20 dough. Oh, I actually have.
Do you have all the pelts?
Not yet.
I actually have all of that. I was worried it's going to be wolf hide or something a little more harder to get. Oh, you can buy them outright, and we definitely have money.
I won't get fooled again. Not like that. The devil himself must have tempted me.
The devil, you say? How has he been getting in the good people's way this time?
By keeping them from honest living. I just wanted to play some dice, and I'm left with nothing.
Don't take this the wrong way, but the devil I know would grab a man's hand and have him throw the dice.
And do you know many devils?
I've actually met a few. I'm Robin, and I'm interested in your story.
That Robin Hood. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm a trader. My name's Oliver.
We don't know how lucky you are yet. Tell me, what misfortune befell you?
A great one. I was playing dice with some Degrey muckety-muck.
That brings us to the first two mistakes. Go on.
And I was really into it. I kept winning until a time.
Third mistake.
Please spare me. I know I did wrong, but I didn't lose out of greed.
How then?
The scoundrel switched dice on me. First his people surrounded us and then forced me to play.
And of course, the dice were chipped.
Of course. I had to keep playing. And as soon as everything I had was on the table then...
They took it all and finished the game.
And laughed so much while at it. Said how I can't do a thing about it. How I lost on my own accord.
They have some point, I see. But cheating is cheating. What did they take?
All my earnings from the market stall. They packed it into a huge sack.
Oh.
That's right. But it wasn't enough. I had my Steerborn horn with me. My father's heirloom.
They took that too?
It was ornate. Must have drawn their attention. But it's an important memento to me. They also talked about some Braggerful or Braggerfer. I don't know what they were on about. But I'm so humiliated. Please, help Robin.
Don't worry, Oliver. I'll recover everything. Just direct me to the de Grey's camp.
The cove. I mean, God must have sent you. Thank you. They went into the woods over there.
I don't know what he was intending to accidentally say here. The gold? I don't know.
I'll be back soon.
I will say that the comments about when you're not all Bart, sometimes the writing in this game is surprisingly clever. Quest objective for this one is dice hard there. What about the other quest we received? Spices must flow? I don't... Weirdly enough, pressing T on this screen doesn't switch to it. I think it should. Alright, so let's go back to the map. Still dice hard. You not want to tell me where to go for this? Did I select it? No. Hold on, what? I wanted... Did I not? I mean, now I'm doubting myself. Okay, here's the spices must... Oh, I bet I know what happened. Because I pressed T, I bet it... Hold on, I'm going to try that. So I'm going to switch to this real quick. Press T and then go to this. Yeah, that's what happens. So the game is still obviously running right now. Like if I were to open my map while I'm under attack, this everything's still running. So me pressing T, it does switch to track quest. But because it doesn't have any influence on this screen, it doesn't even update, which is lame. Okay. So we'll first do the spices must flow because it's just right over here, and I remember this. This is the first of the instances where I saw an object that looked like a quest object and thought, you know what, we're gonna leave that there for part of the quest. While quest items probably don't take up inventory, I felt that something would be lost in part of the video if I just grabbed it and then turned it right into the guy. Precious spices. So this is the place where there are 2 Degray men facing the road there, and one on the one archer on the podium. Okay. Next thing was this. We'll warp here so we can pick up the deer hide at the same time. I kept a bunch of deer hide in my dimensional safe box so that I could use it to complete weighted puzzles. And all the wine that you saw, I dunked it in the pot next to Robin's house. And I took all those items that was in that pot, dropped it into this locker here. There's something like 5 chests all right next to each other. So this is now right here, the Sons of Adam camp. That is also now my secondary storage space. And hopefully it never gets repopulated and destroys my stuff. I hope that is not a thing. So can I still hit T here? Yeah, because it's the most recent quest I had earned. This is another place I slaughtered my way through. We're gonna assume upper floor while I wait for my vision to restore. Trader's goods. This is just gold I can sell. Playing dice. Rigged dice. Hopefully Oliver will learn a lesson about gambling after his ordeal. Yeah, I never did understand the point of gambling for real life people. I even hear that when you win, casinos hate you, throw you out, and even try to threaten to call the cops on you, which I hear is also not legal for the casino to do. But they do it nonetheless. They do all these dirty shenanigans, and yes, they're in it to make money. I get that, but the whole reason they're in business in the first place is the allure, the promise that you too can be rich. But when you start succeeding in it, then they become mean to you.
Well, do you have it?
How could I not? Of course I do.
My Greek wine and Italian sweets. Wonderful. We shall feast.
I've no doubt it won't end that way. The box smells peculiarly.
For it's filled with treasures from the world all over, Robin. That's the smell of adventure.
I'm glad to see this parcel bringing you joy.
More joy than anything for a long time. You won't leave empty-handed, however. Take these ingredients for my nan's speciality.
Thank you, Poppy. That's very kind.
That's not all. I prepared something beforehand. Think of me while dining. Safe travels to you, and it's finally back to the kitchen for me.
Good luck, and thank you again.
I get that spices are very difficult to come by in a world like this. I would say that for the game developers, have Robin comment on what he's eating. Don't make everything just like the same sound effect as you're eating bomb. That's what he does. He's eating bomb. Make him comment on the eel or make it sound different. I don't know. I do think it'd be... They put a great emphasis on food in the game. Give the player a chance to experience that.
Do you have all the pelts?
Will these do?
Lad, I can make it through to Winters with this. Ha! A stick up the king and his kin. Ha!
That's a yes. Good to hear. Just hide them well so that no royals start asking questions.
I wasn't born yesterday. I'll hide the hides. Thank you again. Take this. It's my work. Stylish and practical.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Just as I thought. Not exactly your style.
No, it's very tasteful.
All right then. Just visit my shop in the future. Maybe you'll find something for yourself. That's as much as I can help.
I'll visit you. See you then.
Okay, I've actually gone through and crafted... I didn't keep the save. I've gone through and crafted every single hood and cloak, and none of them are really that interesting. I think the game really missed its chance to give a distinct artistic flair to Robin Hood. As a king of outlaws and such, he should not be necessarily above flamboyancy when the situation calls for it. Allow the player to dress up how he chooses, and unfortunately, yeah, the choices are not that great.
Hello, how's business?
It's coming along. Heh.
That's what matters. Be well. Are you swearing less?
Less? Why swear when everything's going swimmingly? Safe roads.
Stay safe.
For example, in Assassin's Creed, I was going to say a Sharon's Call. That's a totally different franchise. I don't even know if it's a franchise. I know it's an RPG. But anyways, in Assassin's Creed, you can get some really sweet looking cloaks. And they are also representative of some of the things you've done. Not that I remember what any of the cloaks look like, but a keen-eyed player could probably tell, like, oh, you must have completed this quest because you have that cloak. Or you did the pre-order bonus or something like that. I mean, the cloaks themselves offer a lot of choices for the player.
And? Do you have it all?
That must be everything. Check and don't deal with those dodgy bastards again.
Robin, thank you, Governor. Savior. Yes, that's all I'd lost.
Good. Here's the hole, too. A lovely keepsake indeed. It'd be a shame to lose it.
I and all my ancestors are grateful to you. As soon as I pull myself together, I'm going right back to trading.
I'm counting on a small discount.
You can be sure of that, my friend. Come back as soon as I set up my stall.
I'll be back. See you, Oliver.
Okay, I was going to assume that he doesn't actually get a stall, but I'm glad that he is now a merchant we can use. Let's see if he has anything for us. It is the exact same stuff our merchant in town does, which means I will never once buy anything from him. It's the same prices, too. I mean, at least the gypsum is. Alright, well, that's nice for you. Here, why don't you buy some bishop's weed, this chalice, and this motherwort. Yeah, so we're done with Conisbrough itself. Brogue. Conisbrough, not Berg. Let's head to this one next. $7,000. I have untold amounts of wealth here, and that's just from selling comfrey. Seriously. Gotta save for this quest. That looks like maybe a battle.
Strange ways of working the fields around these parts.
Well, well, the jester must have escaped the king's court.
He did, but he wasn't a jester. I'm Robin Hood.
The outlaw of Sherwood Forest.
The same.
I've heard tale of how you're a match with the bow, but not with the jest.
People tell tales of what they want. What are you doing here?
We're reviving old traditions, lifting the people's spirits. These aren't easy times.
I understand. But how is digging paths in the ground supposed to help?
Oh, Robin, these are no ordinary paths, but an image, and a special one at that. Call me Beatany. The ladies are at court, and I wouldn't sit there even dressed in gold.
So, what are you doing here, Beatany?
An old tradition tells of pictures made from limestone, once showing enormous giants with huge clubs, horses, beasts, and other grand creatures, as big as an entire mountainside.
Interesting.
Very, and beautiful at that. If you stand far away enough, you'll see the finished work. That is, if it's ever finished.
There are locations nearby where you can get that kind of limestone. Difficult labor, but doable.
We've got the sheriff's men taking turns at disrupting us with the deep rays. I don't know which are worse.
Neither do I.
We need special limestone to fill in these paths.
That can't be difficult.
And it wasn't, but our latest batch has been confiscated along with our tools.
Why would the king seize your limestone?
For castle renovations, they say.
In that case, you can count on my help.
I'll say this. If princes and lordings wish to have fine castles, they should go dig up their own limestone.
I agree.
There are locations nearby where you can get that kind of limestone. Difficult labor, but doable.
No doubt. Do you need much?
Several bags. Enough to form the shake that we intend. It's also a message to the king and sheriff, telling them we walk on our home soil, that we have our own customs, and that none will take them from us.
That is what I want to help with. I'll be back with the limestone.
Do you have the limestone yet?
Not enough. I'll be back soon.
Okay, I guess we mine some limestone. Unknown ore. One of the things that the game does really well, by the way, I gotta point this out, the letters, they do a good job telling you what you need. Now, let's see if we can find an example. Okay, let's say that you're in the beginning of the game and you need iron to advance, and you're not sure where to find it or how to do it. This not only tells you where you can find it, you know, given game approximations, you need to kind of discover where a castle is, yes, but it also tells you what you need to use, copper picks. And it does this for a lot of the things. Let's see here if we can find a more advanced resource. For example, gold mine gossip is nonsense. Anyone caught snooping around Roche Abbey with any special tools in search of gold will be sentenced to a flogging and beating. The punishment will be administered on the spot by your lordship's representatives. There is no gold there, and at most you'll be digging for the devil. Besides, I wonder how you will manage without the iron pick. Like, this is good stuff right here. These letters, great, fantastic. So the writing, actually, I like it. Just wish the voice acting was a bit more... Here's something I can steal from them. If we save again. Here is the limestone I was thinking of, because I had mined a bunch, way more than I needed. Because as I was mining it, the area was so vast that it was respawning before I even finished clearing it out. And my general rule of thumb has been clear out an area once and then call it a day, see if I ever needed more of it. Well, the limestone, it would just go infinitely if I tried it that way. And we do have limestone back at the base, but this is fine. It'll change things up from how we handle the deer mission. Each node generally gives me about, we'll say, 7 to 8 rocks. Okay. We'll head back to Bethany. I will probably forge a new pick rather than repair it. Gilded pickaxe just needs some spruce and gold ingots. That is way easier than green repair tools, which require 2 Damascus steel ingots and 6 willow.
Do you have the limestone yet?
Is this enough?
And then some robin. Wonderful. I'll gather everyone to work. We'll pile it up and tab it down. You'll see how lovely it'll turn out.
I've no doubt. But aren't you worried they'll ruin it?
The D-Greys.
For instance, or the King's men.
No, the D-Greys. They're coming.
I knew there was a reason I was saving. This dude's gonna kill himself on the fire. I kind of want to just sit there and let that happen. That's my Damascus steel arrow right there.
They didn't keep us waiting for long.
But they won't be back soon. Normally, we ran to avoid trouble, so this will teach them a lesson.
I hope you managed to arrange the image.
After what you did to those boneheads, we'll be fine for a long time. They're cowards.
I tend to agree. What is the image?
Patience, Robin. You'll see soon enough. Everyone will see that we're free people.
I'll help any way I can. See you, Batani.
I was waiting for her to say the rest of that. I'm glad it was going to show us what changes are made. I don't see actually any changes. Did the camp change? Okay, I take that back then. My worry, it's not really a worry, is that nothing was going to change right after we had just finished the rebuild the trader's stall mission. It's like, oh, you would do that but not make the roads? I don't see any roads. I don't see anything different.
Ow, back. Feels like it could break at any moment.
The shape is still in one piece.
How would it not be? The D-Greys are deathly afraid of touching it. They think you'd drop from the skies to finish them off. So I think the people have done a good job indeed. It's a joy to look at. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
Right away then.
You think you're right?
I can make it. I just have to keep working.
Where is it? Is it in town? Let's go up this top of this hill. Maybe we'll see it. No, this is an enemy camp. That's not where it would be. Also, why would the... Well, that's the Sons of Adam. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to say, why would the Greys be coming in from this side? But yeah, if this is the enemy to the Greys. I don't know where she's talking about this statue might be. Heal up a little bit. We'll say that we have seen it, but no, I don't know if I really don't see anything. Sorry, lady.
Of course, quite the colossus.
As it was supposed to be, everyone will see in it what they choose to. Some will call it a symbol of freedom, others will talk of fertility, others still will get frightened.
Everything sounds good.
Indeed, and only friends won't be frightened.
Then may no one fear it.
The forest overrun.
Alright, next quest. I guess Matlock. I think that's the show I probably wouldn't mind watching. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but I would assume that it has very original, clever wit. Actually, in here in the tavern, I think. Yeah. I remember opening this door and thinking, oh, no, I can't close the door. I'm gonna load my game so that way when we enter the tavern, it'll be completely fresh. Well, there you go. There's the completely fresh tavern experience. Let's see what Milo has to say first.
My good lad, go talk to my wife. I got work here.
You don't praise your business too eagerly. You're bound to lose it that way.
We are, true. But because of the sheriff and king's doing, not my talking.
What do they have to do with your inn?
My inn and my darling moles. Royal wines and supplies come from two other taverns in the area. The king doesn't take too kindly to ours. Its name sounds wrong to him.
That's why I stepped inside, because it sounds good to me. Maybe I can help you somehow.
Maybe. Speak to my mole.
What is... do I see the name anywhere? It's a helmet. Perhaps like the Decapitated Knight? What is the name of your tavern? I assume she'll tell us.
Hello, lad. Our pantry's been modest as of late, but maybe you'd care for some broth.
No one's called me a lad in a while. It feels nice. Maybe not the broth, but some roast.
We haven't had anything of the sort for a long time here. Truth be told, there isn't much of the broth either.
Not something you usually hear in a tavern.
And you'd be correct. Our area brings strong competition. Shipments of wine and food go to two other places.
Why?
You too. Good luck with your business.
I, myself, felt drawn in by the name.
I knew right away that you had a good look in your eyes. I'm Molly Lad, and it's nice to have you here.
And I'm Robin Hood. Perhaps I could be of help.
The Outlaw of Sherwood. Would you look at that? When I tell me man about this, he's going to have a right laugh.
The one and the same. Do tell him, but for now, let us talk.
Right. Well, I've heard of you. I have, and I won't be beating around the bush. I've wanted to get back into it for a while now, but I've been needing the likes of you.
I am the likes of me. Do go on.
If you suck up to a royal food and drink transport and, well, looted it, I make what you bring into proper meals and fed the hungry and the thirsty.
You don't praise your business too eagerly. You're bound to lose it that way.
That's the idea. And the money is not as important to me as showing the crown heads what's what. The caravan passes by close to here. Will you help?
I am the Outlaw of Sherwood, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll be back with the loot.
Is it faster to walk or fast travel? I guess we'll fast travel. Okay, I was gonna say, maybe I already defeated this caravan since nothing had happened. Halt! I am Robin Hood.
What was that?
Quest stage completed. Obtained item, caravan supplies. Right, that back down to the south to Matlock.
Do you do it? You're a right fox, aren't you? A bolt and a dodger, you are.
You make me blush, Mole. It was just a favor, in an effort to make chances in business more equal.
Well said. Thank you, Robin. Where are those supplies I asked you to lift?
Right here. And plenty of them. It should be enough.
That's an abundance, really. It'll make for tasty meat pies, and that lot will be none the wiser. I'll boil the wine with some honey and other things, and no taste bud will tell the difference.
Look, I've heard of a meal that's to kill for, but this might have been overdoing it a little.
I'm counting on that. And a little snack.
You can always count on a warm bed and meal here from today until Kingdom Come. You have my word.
I'll partake. Thank you, and goodbye.
I get that the sheriff's men are not nice, but killing them for food seems a bit of a stretch, because I would imagine that even though they oppress the people here, they probably would fight for them if, say, an invading army were to approach. Like the Sons of Abbey. I mean, they would do it for their own reasons, but they would still fight for these people. It's just so that they could oppress them more, if nothing else. She's just a normal trader now. Okay.
It's you. Mole's been telling me you're that Robin.
It is I. And I've been happy to help the good people of Matlock.
I'm a level and a good man. Glad to see you in good health.
Rulers prefer to support businesses which don't reference a king's decapitation.
Oh, it really is something about decapitation. Okay. Also, unfortunately, I can't get her name straight. Mole and Mole. I remember he said, like, talk to my mole. And I was thinking about trying to say something witty, like, I don't want to talk to that, or whatever. And they don't even spell Matlock consistently either. Okay, I guess we'll hit this one next. I'm going by proximity to our starting location, so this is closer than this. Away we go. Hopefully it's not a combat quest, because those at night might not make for great footage. We'll see what this is. After we pocket this laudanum. No, it's not laudanum. I'm thinking of gourd.
There's another one. A bow, a sword, large man. Just lost your royal crest, didn't you?
I long lost all that's got anything to do with the king, my good lady.
You'll find ladies at court. I'm Daisy. All right. So you're not a royal?
Ugh, not in this life. They call me Robin.
I did do some research into Robin Hood for the preparation of this content creation, and yes, I think he's often called a yeoman, which is generally peasantry. A little higher than simple serfs, but not noblemen. Even if he is called King of Thieves or Prince of Outlaws or whatnot, I don't think he's actually royalty. If he did exist.
That Robin? Well, a friend then. And do you see what those blackguards have left of our home?
I do. This was the wrong kind of fun. Can I help you in any way?
Will you have the time? If yes, we could use the aid. I'm old. Me man's still in his prime, but he shouldn't be wandering about the forest. We need wood, maybe a bit of reed, but definitely metal to repair our tools too. We can handle the rest.
I can find those. I even know the kind. I'll be back soon.
If you run into any royals, give them a beating from me and Patrick.
You can be sure of that. I'm coming back with the wood.
8 iron ingots, 20 birch, and 10 reed.
You managed to find all the materials?
I still need to collect them. I'll be back soon.
We'll head home and get that.
We have nothing left to take. Leave us alone.
I'm not going to take anything from you. What happened here?
The king's armies, that's what.
Is this their work?
Who else is? The fees? They spot, booze, steal, and in the end destroy. A plague. My strength has left me.
Can I help somehow?
Speak to my wife. She might have a task for you.
You're so hard at work there, dude. Okay, I can't use the well. I was thinking like, oh, it would be a nice touch if they repaired the well as a result of me supplying for them. Wow, that is kind of a mess. And you guys have 2 different houses? Okay, maybe one's like a workshop. Alright, let's head back to base and get that taken care of. Given the wreckage of the situation, I can imagine that they will repair things up once we give them those quests. That is a really nice touch the game does. Mini games don't do it. And I think they really need to show you the consequence of your actions that aren't just destroying everything. We are rebuilding what the King's men are destroying. That is a very nice contrast there. I just wish that they would work on their voice acting. It's a studio. It's a development studio. I think that they can grab some people from the office and read off some lines. Doesn't have to be great. I have grown up during gaming when Hunt the Wumpus was the top tier of technology. Developers would give their own readings of things, and you could tell that they were not professional voice actors, but it was still always appreciated.
You managed to find all the materials?
I think that's all you need right now, Daisy. Forgive me, I can't do more, but the road calls.
Don't joke, Hooded One. You've done more than any king ever.
That doesn't take much, but I understand. And thank you.
So do I. Patrick and I can get to work in a while.
Good luck, Daisy.
Yeah, it's really nice to see this stuff happen. Even if it doesn't make any changes in the game, like she doesn't become a merchant or something, I still appreciate it. It shows that we are making a difference.
Hello, youngster. Is all well with you?
As well as it could be. You've done excellent work on your home.
Thank you. If it hadn't been for you, we'd still be looking at a gaping hole.
It's good to see you in good health. Farewell.
Robin Hood? Ha! Who would have thought? Everything all right with you?
Perfectly fine. And you, Patrick?
I have a home. It couldn't be better.
Excellent. See you around.
I don't personally need any of this stuff, but if I didn't pick it up, then you wouldn't. The viewers wouldn't know what it is, and they'd wonder, like, what are the full rewards? And in this case, it's just an ordinary hatchet. I would have probably just left it there, frankly. Far to the south of where we met that lady in Criswell Crags, we do see a statue. I don't know if this has always been there. Okay, next up, Maltby. As with Conisbrough or Brogue, probably Brogue. Conisbrough will collect the quests from both people here and then move on out.
Do you know what is best in life?
Pardon?
To catch your fish, see them reeled in before you, and to hear the splashing of their lake.
See, this is a very Conan-esque thing to say, right? The writing, I like it.
You're quite the dreamer there.
It's a good reason to dream.
A lake?
And how? If not for these vile creatures residing in the woods.
Are you talking about the forest spirits? Those woods are more theirs than ours.
Not sure what smart arse named them like that. Just a bunch of wildlings and bandits.
Not exactly. But tell me, what's on your mind?
There have been more and more spirits of late. Much more. They kill the deer and assault people.
That does sound like a problem.
And it is. What's more, the place where I got meat for our baskets and the fish for our dinners has been completely overrun by them. If only someone chased them away, then life would go back to normal a little.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You know very well why. You look like an able hunter. Plus, it'll be worth your while.
How so?
The lake area occupied by the spirits is very rich in resources. One of the richest in the land, if you ask me.
That could be useful. Show me where to go, and I'll see what can be done.
Feels like it could break at any moment.
We've already defeated all these spirits. I would have liked to have known which areas they were in, but it's probably all the camps around.
Did you make it?
You were right. That place is rich in resources, and now also a little safer.
You're a hero.
Thank you, but that is saying too much.
Oh, but you are a young man. What you've done will help us plenty.
I'm pleased to hear that. May it remain that way.
Looking by the number of pelts you brought back, it should be for a while. Take advantage of it.
That's my plan. Be well. How's the basket weaving?
A slow but steady process. Want to buy any? It's prime craftsmanship.
No doubt, but I don't happen to need any baskets.
Suit yourself. It's nice to see you about either way.
You too. Until next time.
I can't believe a fisherman paid me to... He put a hit out on some people. That's what happened there.
Young man, you don't look like one of ours, nor do you resemble any of those Houndsons.
Do you mean the Greys? I don't resemble them because I have nothing to do with them.
Good, very good. Who are you then, and what are you looking for here?
They call me Robin Hood, and I'm certainly not looking for a fight with the good people of Sherwood.
That Robin Hood? I've heard of you. I'm Ella. I speak for the village elders.
Good to meet you, Ella. You all seem rather nervous. Is it because of those de Greys?
Partly. One of their lords, Elof or what's his name, since he got a little power, he started to tighten our belts.
He could use tightening of his own.
Exactly. Everything we'd kept in our granaries and stores, he stole and put in his warehouse.
Surprising he didn't eat through it all.
Our people suffer pangs of hunger, Robin. I don't even have anyone to send on a recovery mission. They can barely work. This is no way to live.
If I dispose of the guards, will you manage to send someone to take over the food and safely stash it?
Yes, yes, Robin. Will you do it for us? The entire village is going to be in your debt. Maybe then we'll have just enough strength to see each other through winter.
You'll have the strength, I assure you. I'll come back when the path is clear and the warehouse door open.
Did you do it? Can I send the men?
I did it. Have them bring lots of sacks. They'll have something to fill them with.
Wonderful. The forests keep you, Robin. We owe you our lives.
Hide the supplies well, and be on your guard. I'll be seeing you, Ella.
While it is customary for quests to give you experience, I do like that the game does offer that as well, though the experience could definitely be ramped. 1600 XP, that's probably 5 to 8 men killed, and quest reward should be more substantial than that. I would say probably 3 times the amount of men killed. Because if it's just 2 camps worth of people, it's not really worth going out of your way to do a quest.
It's him, the one that saved us from starving.
That's all in the past, Ella. No need to mention it. I'm glad to see you in good health.
And I you, Robin. May you roam these woods freely for a long time.
I shall.
Alright, and the next and last quest that I know about is right here. Looking around here, I don't see any other quests that pop up. I'll give the land once over as I double check the ruins. I think I've done them all, but it doesn't mark it in the current version of the game. I imagine that they'll fix that. But yeah, well, this is the last one I know about. Don't mind if I do. Is that bamboo? It is.
Holy saints!
For the
dear
sake
God,
of his
how did
sorrowful
I offend
passion,
thee?
how will we show our faces to the abbot? Hear our prayers. Pray with me, this injustice cries vengeance to heaven.
Maybe it's best to track this injustice down and settle the score.
I don't know about that. I've been taught otherwise. Speak to Brother Stace. He's in charge.
I'll do that, Friar.
How did we get ourselves caught off guard like that? Bloody hell! Lord, forgive my foul words.
Our Father who art in heaven, forgive
No
not
help
the
to be
trespasses
found.
of those brigands.
Lord, deliver us. I've nothing left but my faith, and I'll defend it with my bare hands if I must.
Commendable, Friar. They call me Robin Hood, and I don't take from the poor.
Praise be, I'm Friar Stace. It's good to see a friendly face.
I take it you've had your share of unfriendly ones.
It's a trial with those bandits, Robin. We are taking a reliquary bearing the root of our Lord's passion and the thorn crown of his anguish.
And along the way came the wrong sort of people.
That they did. They got tempted by the gold of the coffer that contained the holiest relics. But it's not important. Not compared to the contents.
I understand. But those who took your relics won't.
I tried to make them understand. I ended up with a bruised face. Much like poor brother Wilkin. He barely came to.
I'll recover what's yours. Which way did the robbers go?
May God bless you and keep you. They went into the forest. Right over there. Very drunken. Losing things along the way.
Those should make for a good trail.
Hold on. So you're not even going to mention the corpse of what I assume is another brother? Okay, this actually did what Baldur's Gate didn't. That is, when I'm in dialogue with someone, the other characters are not barking. That is the word, the in-game or technical terminology for when NPCs chatter. It's called a bark. Such as, grenade, look out, or reloading, pills here. pick this up or no? It's just trail. All right. I was mashing F while I looked at those plants. Okay, geez, game. Yeah, at the 10-second conclusion, you have to load the game. Since your crosshair is to the right of Robin Hood, I always kind of have to veer him to the left of every object. Oh, I've already killed everybody in this cave. Maybe not. I'd never seen a guy survive the first headshot, or have his helmet intact after the first headshot, I mean. Relics from the Holy Land. Let's take a look at the item. These precious items must have been stolen by bandits. Who would want to fence something like this? Okay.
Have you found the reliquary?
I have what you lost, Friar.
Praise the Lord! He heard my prayers.
I have a suspicion that theft was no coincidence.
What do you mean?
I found this letter with one of the bandits. Read it for yourself. You'll see.
Oh, almighty! A Judas among us! Woe the order if it harbour such men!
You seem better than whoever drove you into this predicament.
We try our best, and, well, we just never do this to anyone.
I have no doubt.
Take this, Robin, as a sign of our gratitude. You can use it more than we.
Thank you, Friar. What about the letter?
I'll send it to the highest superior. It won't end with our silence. Not this time.
I'm happy to hear that. Take care of yourselves, friars.
I think that is all the quests in Sherwood Forest. This entire darker region is Sherwood. This area is Barnsdale. Did I finally get that name right? Yeah, Barnsdale. Yep, there's even an S. I got that. We're at the 79% having completed all the quests I see. I'll give it a 1 silver to make sure we're done with Sherwood Forest before moving on to Peak District. I had come across an unmarked quest here in Barnsdale. This Robin's Village, way down here, northeast of New Millerdam. Just walk near here. Let's start walking into town. Or these two houses.
Hope a fairy pisses in your milk. Help! He's no smith. He's a butcher.
They'll never learn, the nitwits.
I have no idea what this is about, but he looks cool. Speak to the blacksmith.
You can hear the merriment from afar. What do you do here?
Well, be merrily welcome. Hef is my name, smithing grants me my fame, and with some it's my surgeoning. I'll shoe your horse, straighten your sword, and pull your tooth.
A pleasure. I'm Robin Hood.
Any toothaches, Robin?
Mind what you imply to whom. No, they don't. Healthy as always.
Lucky. Tell me, you wouldn't happen to have iron ore for trade, would you?
A smith with no iron. Is that why you're pulling teeth?
Coin is coin. But yes, that too. Recently, odd events have been afoot at the iron mine. Some change in the ruling house or some other lordly squabbles. They fight and forget about the little people. I'm working with scrap and refuse. Poor smiths never win.
Don't make a fuss. Everyone has 32 teeth. You'll live.
Very amusing.
There. I'll help you. It's no challenge to me. Besides, I should have a look around. This mine sounds interesting.
Thank you, Robin. I shall mark your map for the things I need.
I mean, I could just return to base and give him the iron ore that way, but let's check out the mine while the quest is running and see if anything is triggered. It's very likely that the first time I was patrolling this place, I ran into it and decided I'd come back and look at it later. And by the time I got to it, I completely forgot about it. The iron mine itself, there we go. I'm only recording Robin Hood Sherwood Builders on the weekends during the quest segments. Other times, I'm just walking around and collecting resources or something when I can't record. I know the mine shaft is right there. Let's look around real quick, see if there's anything that pops out as a particular side effect of this quest. Doesn't look like it. Let's head on down. That's probably not what I want to go down. Not this one either. I know there are two that we can use to go down. The one near the traveling post, I guess, is the one I generally use. So this should just be 2 nodes worth. Unless he's looking for ingots. Just travel back to him.
How goes the search, Robin?
I found the ore you were asking for.
You're sent by the heavens, hooded one? I was hired to make a snare for a hunter, but he never came back. Never collected. Hope the wolves eat him. Maybe you could use an iron wire. Very useful for hunting and fine craftsmanship. How about it?
Deal. Here's your iron.
Come back anytime you need to. You can always count on room beyond my threshold. I also think you at least deserve some gold.
Thank you. That'll always be useful.
Nope, no bed here. Wait, there. I see up there now. Just as I was about to leave. Interesting. Was this? Okay. I don't know if that section was there before. I wonder if I've missed any other quests. I mean, I really hate to have to walk around the entire world a 5th or 7th time. I've walked around a lot. Just double checking for posts I might have missed or making sure I've hit every ruin. I would do the ruins, and then later I decided, you know, we're going to make a map. So I made a map of each ruin, detailing whether or not it's a mirror puzzle or what. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Sherwood Builders. I'll see you next time.